Zoom toggle example. I was working on my latest audiobook project, and it occurred to me that you might like one of the editing techniques I use. Find out more in this edition of Stuart's Audacity Tips. This is the first edition of SAT I've put out in over a week. I've had to focus on other things during that time, and I've missed being able to share with you. There's something really nice about being able to connect, even digitally. Please feel free to grab some of that nice feeling for yourself. Pass this along to someone else. So, as I was editing an audiobook chapter, I came to the point where I do a final brush pass to make sure all my timings are correct. In particular, I like to have all the scene breaks set to 2.5 seconds. Scene breaks are typically represented in a book with a small decoration, like this. When recording, I try to pause 2.5 seconds for those decorations. I'm usually pretty close, but often the pause is closer to 3 seconds, which tends to make listeners a bit uneasy while they wait. So my last editing task is to make sure that all those scene breaks are 2.5 seconds. To make this quick and easy, I use our old friend Zoom toggle. If you didn't see the past SAT on zooming tips, Zoom toggle is a control that switches between two predetermined zoom levels. These levels are set in Preferences, under Tracks. For editing scene breaks, I like to use Zoom Default and Fit to Width as my two toggle settings. That way I can zoom out to see the whole chapter and spot the scene breaks visually. So here's a break I might want to work on. And then I can zoom in to edit that break and set it to 2.5 seconds. And then I can zoom out to the whole project again using Shift-Z once more. And by shifting back and forth, toggling back and forth between these two modes, zoomed in and zoomed to the whole project, it makes this editing task super quick. Of course, if you prefer mousing, you can use the Zoom toggle button. It's this one right here. Hope this helps. I'm Stuart.